What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name's Elizabeth, and this is The Joyful Sojourn, a community of people that love stationery and planning and doing things creatively. And if that sounds like it's up your alley, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Today is part 2 of a 2-part video. Is it a series if there's 2? I don't know. A series is probably 3 or more videos, but this is a twofer. This is part 2 of the Plum paper back to school sale event. I posted the previous one a week ago. I will leave that one down in the description box. And in that video, I flipped through 2 new neutral layout options for their planners. So if you are a minimalist person, but you do want a little bit of color, they have a new gray and sage colorway. So if you want to see this, I flipped through this, please go back to the video down below because I don't want to take the time to do that in this video. We have a lot of stuff to get through. Now, the big news that I can announce, and we're going to flip through a brand new planner layout and talk about a freebie, is the sale. Okay, so the back to school sale is 25% off site wide, and they are increasing my discount code from 10% off to 15% off during the sale. So let me make sure I get the dates right. From July 14th, 2025 to July 20th, 2025, 25% off site-wide, plus 15% off the order with Joyful 15. So that is a total of 40% off the website. 40% off. When they emailed me and said, hey, we're doing this, we're going to increase your discount code, I was like, what are you guys thinking? Especially because I've talked about this. Plum paper makes the most customized planners out there. And for those of you that have been wanting to try it, 40% off when you stack the Joyful 15 discount code with the site-wide sale is like really, really good. And the fact that you can customize the cover, you can customize the inserts, you can customize if you want it coil or discbound, you can add specific dates and holidays and stuff to your monthlies. You can do add-ons. Like, it's such a custom option. And if you're in the US, they print, they assemble, they ship all from the US. So it's a US company. And I know it can be really hard with taxes and tariffs and shipping and stuff. So the fact that you can find a fully customizable planner made in the US is really awesome. And for 40% off, I was like, yes, send me something. Let's talk about it because this is going to be a really great opportunity. And I'm all about saving money. I know I talk a lot about products on my channel, and some of you have said, oh my gosh, every time I watch you, I end up buying something. I'm trying to just tell you what's out there and to give you the best deals that I can find. And Plum paper with 40% off with that discount code is just amazing. So we're going to flip through a brand new planner, the ultimate school planner, but I customized it to make it an ultimate family planner. So we're going to talk about that. I did pull out a notebook and my current daily so you could see just how many options there are. I did show customizable stickers in the last video. I'm not going to go through these in detail, but if you want to hear more about what the custom stickers look like and the colors and the different icons and how customizable they are, check that video down in the description box. These also 25% off site wide plus 15% stacked on top of it with Joyful 15 for custom stickers, guys. It's so good. Okay, so we'll talk about the covers in just a minute. Let me move this stuff out of the way. This was the card that I shared with you in the last video. Again, it starts today. If you're watching this on Monday, July 14th, 2025, the sale has begun. So go check it out and don't forget the Joyful 15 discount code, because really the 25% off with the discount code stacked on top is just chef's kiss. So I'm going to repeat it multiple times because I would hate for you to go and grab something, because 25% off site wide is great. It's a great sale, but I don't want you to forget to put in the discount code at checkout, which, you know, is going to save you additional money. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's look at this. So for orders over $50, which I think is pretty easy to do when you start seeing all the things there, all the customization options. If you want to get a planner and a notebook during this sale and stickers, like you'll get to 50. If you want to get a bookmark and stuff for your planner, you'll get to 50. At the $50 mark, everybody gets a notepad, and their notepads are so cute. This one is not going to be custom, but this is what it's going to look like. It is so pretty. We've got a little like note space here. It says make today count. And then here's the plan. So if you just need an hourly at a glance, if you've got a really busy day and you just like need to sit down at the table for a second, you can use this notepad. Now, I don't believe, it does not have like adhesive on the back, so it's not a sticky note. It is a true notepad. And this is just a sample of so many notepads that they have on their website that are pre-designed, but that you can also customize with your name. And I should have grabbed from the house my custom notepad that has my name on it. If I find it over the course of this video, I will pull it out. But it says like Elizabeth's plans, or like today for Elizabeth, or something like that. And it's just kind of a nice gifting piece. Like if you want to gift a little stationery bundle to your child's teacher at the start of the school year, like Mrs. So-and-so's class or whatever, like what a fun way to assemble a personal gift for a teacher. So notepads, again, they're going to be part of the 25% off site-wide plus the additional 15% stacked on top. But if you spend $50, this one will come in your order. Okay, so gift with purchase, okay? So there are going to be a lot of new products, including a brand new Ultimate, what do they call it? Ultimate School Planner. Now, I have a toddler that is in daycare, and so there are some school elements to my life that I need to plan for. And I'm falling in love with summer start planners just because I went from being a married woman with a career in higher education to being a mom that is self-employed at home. And certainly my planning style has changed, and I've gone from really loving a January start to loving an academic year start. Especially with my family, it makes a lot of sense. So we're going to flip through the Ultimate Planner. And this, I want you to keep an open mind. It's going to be labeled as the Ultimate School Planner, but I'm going to show you how I customized it for my life. So you do not have to be a teacher. And honestly, you don't even have to have kids for this planner to be helpful to you. So we're going to flip through this one. But while we're here, let's talk about the material of the covers. If you're new to Plum paper, you won't be familiar with what they feel like. And in every order, they include basically a sample of the cover material. It's water resistant, tear proof, rigid, and sturdy. And you can try to do all kinds of stuff with it. You can't tear it. I mean, it's like a really thick plastic. You can obviously like really mess it up if you want to, but like it's not going to tear. And you can add, they have hardcover options. They have this material, and then they have this material with a plastic topper. I don't really need the plastic topper, and I think their cover material is good enough to where you don't need the plastic topper. But if you like the look of the layers, you could add a plastic topper. The other thing you can do is if you pick up a planner and a notebook, and let's say you want to be able to change out the covers, then they have covers, replaceable covers. And so when you place your order for your notebook or your planner, there's a place where you can leave notes. Leave a note saying you want your cover to be removable. And if you say that, they will snip it for you so that it can be pulled on and off. So like here is my daily planner. And if I wanted to change it up, do I have anything hidden in here? No. I can just, wait, was this one not removable? Bad example, Elizabeth. Hold on. Okay, this was not a removable one. I think I made my notebook. Here's a removable one. These are both A5, okay? And obviously the more pages you have, the bigger your coil, so it is adjustable. And they do have disc bound. So if you are a disc bound person, if you're looking for that A5 disc bound size, Plum paper has you covered. But here, you just peel it off, and you know, they're small, right? Or detailed, like, because it's a coil instead of disc. So you do have to, you might want like a little tool to help push these back in. I'm still getting used to it, so pardon my, I think you coil people will know how to put these back on. But very easy to pop them on once you get used to it, of course. Anyways, I'm not going to fiddle with that. But here you can see, you know, what a different cover would look like. And there are so many things that you can customize. Now, it's so funny. I didn't realize that all of mine, well, 3 of my 4 covers have My Joyful Sojourn or Our Joyful Sojourn on it. So I definitely have a theme going here. This one doesn't, but I did want to show that they have different types of fonts. They have different types of shapes here that you can frame out. Like here it's framed, here it's not framed, here it's framed. See the different font options. There's a bunch of different fonts. Actually 3 unique fonts here. And then in this case, you can also have it down at the bottom if you would prefer to have a scripture verse or a quote or something like that down at the bottom. You can have that down here. You can also add the year up at the top if you want. I did not do that for this planner, but you can see what it looks like here. So I just wanted to very quickly show you, like, and all of these designs are so different. They have a ton of different cover options. Like, these are all so very unique. And yeah, I just love. I'm a big fan. While we are here, again, before we get to the planner, oh, I did want to note that if you're going to pick up a notebook or a planner, make sure you include a bookmark in your order. In my last Plum paper order, I think I didn't get another bookmark, and these are punched to fit the planner in your order. And so I thought it would be interchangeable, and the coils are different thicknesses if you think about it. So like, I think this, well, this one came with this guy, and it will have a plastic cover on it. So make sure you peel that off. We'll just go ahead and do that. But I like the bookmarks because they're low profile. They say today. They have a ruler element on them. And yeah, this one is going to fit this size coil just fine. And you can see how it pops up at the top. Now, this coil I think is the same. Is this the same size? Yeah, this is the same size as my A5 notebook. So that will fit. But I think that, oh, that will fit. That actually fits nicer. So this one, oh, maybe I mixed them up because I do have another bookmark in packaging. My point being that the punch on this will fit whatever coil you have in your order, okay? All right, so what was the other thing I wanted to show you guys? Oh, while we're here, let me just show you some of the just options out there. So this is just a notebook, and you can choose if you want dot grid or line or blank, all kinds of different styles. I want a notebook that was all graph paper. So this is all graph paper. And then in the back, I did an add-on, and it actually, the tab says to do, but I put Cocoa Daisy up at the top. But this is the to-do list format. And here you can see the to-do list has a quad of lists, which, hinty, hinty, if you wanted, technically you could turn this guy, oh, I just had this idea. Oh, you could get a notebook with a bunch of add-ons with the to-do list inserts, and this would be a fabulous, fabulous weekly planner, right? Now they do have a quad planner. Let me see if I can pull up an example. I don't want to get into the weeds here, but look at me. They do have a quad layout already. This is what it looks like. It does have, this is with shading. You can get it without shading, but it does have the 2 bars underneath each day. But here's the quad. If you like the bullets, man, you could make a planner out of the to-do list. Am I a genius? I'm really excited about this idea. So easy to add your days up here, and then it's just a list. So you could turn a to-do list into a planner. You could do a Bujo situation, like create your own spreads in the Plum paper layouts. Other things I wanted to point out, you can add on a folder if you want, and you can add on pockets like this. This is just a clear sleeve, so if you wanted to drop in some sticker sheets, or like I'm presuming these would fit, you want to drop in some sticker sheets, or you want to make a little like memory board or vision board or something like that, you just slide that in there. So that is another one of those. Yeah, that's a perfect fit for the sticker sheets. So I wanted to show you at least a small sampling of the note pages. I could spend hours on the Plum Paper website looking at their different options, especially all of their add-on pages, because my gosh, they are amazing. Let's go to the middle here. This is my daily planner, which had headers. I did not want headers on most of the page, but I did add regular things that I wanted to track here. Again, please go to my last video, link below, because we do go through all the layouts, but I wanted to show you, this is the daily I'm currently using, and I do have a separate weekly because I just like having multiple planners, but wanted to show back here, I did do an add-on of graph paper in the back. So just wanted to show this to you, and actually, let me just see if there's anything else I can show. I guess I'll just show this. I love the minimal layout or the minimal guts, because the dividers are naked, and that has allowed me to like actually decorate the dividers, which I think is really nice. Okay, now let's get into the the new planner. Okay, this is the ultimate planner, and again, if you are a teacher, you immediately are going to see the value in this. If you are not a teacher, then I hope that this is helpful in showing you how it can be used. Okay, so let's talk about it. The ultimate school planner. And this will only come in an 8.5 by 11, and you'll see why in just a minute. But she's big. It's an 8.5 by 11 planner. I don't know if this is available in the discbound option as well. I would think so, but there are a little bit more limitations to this size because of the layout. So you are going to get at a glance 2025 and 2026. This is awesome, especially because I had mine start. I requested that it starts in August, and the thunder outside. It's raining and thundering. I don't know if I mentioned this. This was sent to me by Plum Paper. I made customizations, but they did send this to me so that I could share a flip through of what the new layout looks like. I chose August. You can choose, I think, August or January. I'm trying to remember if this one, you could choose any start month. Typically, like with my daily planner, this is a 6-month daily. You can choose what month you start, and I could choose any month, and I started July for this one. This, I believe, was August or January. No, that can't be right. Well, I guess August would be the soonest available. I'll have to leave information in the description box if I get an update. But I like that they give us 2025 and 2026, because we still have months into 2025. Now, these pages are cut, so if you see a little curling, these have been cut for me. So we have 2026 all at a glance. So if you are someone that likes to pre-mark things like early dismissal and first day of school, all that kind of stuff, grab some dot pens and just make a key, and you can dot all on the calendar upcoming events and like things to look forward to in the academic or calendar year. This is also really great if you want to log birthdays, anniversaries, etc. via color coding or like transparent dots if you don't want to have to write everything down. The other option that they give you, so you got your at a glance, is this kind of perpetual calendar. Now, I like these ones for birthdays specifically. I wonder if I can show you. Make sure I don't have too much personal. I have a lot of personal info in here. I have a lot of personal info in here. I'm just taking a quick look. Let's see. This is really cute though. I'm just looking. I think I can show this to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and show it, but here is how I have set up, and this ran from May through April of next year. Like, I know that Little Craft Fest is happening in April 2026, and I was able to put the dates down here. So here you can see, like, at a glance, how I've organized this for my actual special dates. The next page is labeled ideas, plans, and goals. You can add the months over again. Let me see if I can show an example of this one. Okay, I have to cover, hold on, I gotta cover this part up. Give me a second. I'm covering things up. I do want to show you guys how I've done this. Okay, I'm trying to be discreet here. So here I have labeled or like decorated this side with stationery, and this is because it's work related stuff. Over here I am logging health related stuff, and I need to backlog June, but so I actually decorated them a little bit differently. This is a 6-month planner, so I really only needed 6 months. This runs through October, so that's why I ended up splitting it. So I have, you know, stationery, planner related, and then health related here. And here you can see just how it looks like, you know, decorated and cute with some headers. Okay, so that is the first start of the section, or the beginning of the planner. Now I chose the minimal, which means everything is going to be super naked. But if you choose the colorful or the modern colorways, then you are going to see a lot more color on these pages. Every month is going to have kind of like a monthly dashboard page. This is printed directly on the divider tab, big dot grid section, task list, and then 2 open spaces with just open like space for you to decide what you want the headers to be. You can lay stickers down, decorate it, whatever. And then you have a full notes page. And I feel like I need to show you guys. Okay, let me show you what July looks like in this planner. Now, I have a big trip in July that I'm planning for, but here you can see how I customized the July dashboard to be trip themed. So I didn't need all of the real estate. I just wanted to log information about my trip and then just overview of to-dos for July. And this looks really cute. It's a decorative planner, right? Or it's decoratively planned, and it's functional. It's super cute. Let me see if I have another example. Well, I can't show the other examples, but just wanted to show that you can do whatever you want with this, okay? And yeah, it's just primo like space. You can do your currentlies, you could do memory keeping on these front pages. It doesn't matter. Okay, so here is our monthly in the 8.5 by 11. So much room for activities, like so much room. I love that we have the upcoming month at a glance down in the corner. So you've got plenty of space to plan your current month and then kind of peep over to see how things are looking for the next month. Big margin over here for to-dos for the month. If you're using this for health, you could track your health stats over here. Was it in this planner or another planner? I actually carried on like whatever information was on here. I had my summary of information at the end. So you could like continue your weekly all the way across and have like highlights for the end of the week here. Although you would lose it for this month here, but it is an idea. I love how open this is, and I did not customize the monthlies here, but I'm presuming you can do that with the Ultimate School Planner. If that's not true, I will leave a note in the description box about it. Okay, are you guys ready? Now let's go to a month that is fully, well, a week that has the full month here. Just so you know, if there are days that are falling into a previous month or a new month, they will be shaded a little bit. They're gonna be a little bit lighter, but they will be replicated on the other side of the tab. That allows you to both pre-plan an upcoming week in a new month and have the week that has the new month's dates in it on the other side of the tab that corresponds. I'll explain. You'll be able to understand it better when we get to this example. But so let's start here. This is the new ultimate planner, okay? Because it has 9 spaces or subject areas that you can customize, okay? So I customize this with Elizabeth. So this is my schedule. Josh, that's my husband, his schedule. Esther's schedule. A food log, that'll just be what I ate. A cleaning log, what did I clean? Fitness log, did I go to the gym? What did I do for activity? I could also just put my fitness stats from my watch on here. Work, what I did for work, and then content is what I posted that day. And then I left this bottom one open. I had a couple other things I considered labeling this as, but I thought it would be best to have it be open so it could change from week to week depending on what I need. So all of these are customizable. Now, can you see how for a teacher this would be incredibly helpful? So we have Monday through Friday vertically. Saturday and Sunday are shared, but again, that's because this is an academic planner and the thought is that you're not working or don't have activities outside of Monday through Friday, but you've got a little bit of space here Saturday and Sunday. And frankly, because this is a 8.5 by 11 planner, you have so much room over here. Now, this title or header, I chose to be brain dump, but you could have this be whatever you want. I put brain dump because I like just more dropping of information. But you could have this be weekend. If you had a busy weekend, and you will always have a busy weekend, you could have this pre-printed to be weekend, and then you could continue your weekend planning here. This checkbox could also be customized. I chose for it to be dinners because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has a perfect row or perfect block of 7 rows for each day of the week. Again, this whole column here was customizable. If you wanted a box that was blank, if you wanted dot grid, there were a ton of different customization options for how this whole panel looks. Now, let's go back into the details here just again so I can highlight, one, why this would be good for a teacher. Obviously, if you're covering multiple subjects, you are going to want, each subject area to have a space, and then your teaching plans go across. So Monday for reading, Tuesday for reading. So you fill in all of your reading activities all the way across. If you have, maybe you're a university professor and you teach 3 classes every semester, maybe each box is like lesson plan for each class and what your topic is for each day of the week. And what's cool is you can look at your full day and go, okay, this is what I'm covering in this class. This is what I'm covering in this class. This is what I'm covering in this class. And you can see it vertically, even though you're planning by subject horizontally. Gosh, I hope that's making sense. For me, I feel like this is perfect for the type A ultimate planner person that wants to have a catch-all, like everything in one. My last video when I showed the daily planner, I talked about, and I think I even had it in my thumbnail about like, could this be the perfect planner? I think for daily planning, the way that I customize that, for me, it's the perfect daily planner. The layout's perfect. The headers are what I need it to be. It's the perfect daily planner. This to me could be the perfect family planner, especially if you have, if you're a mom with at least one kid, maybe you have a side hustle, maybe you work part-time, maybe your husband has a shift that changes regularly, or you have a shift that changes regularly. You can see everything in one place. I love this. So if I have any appointments during the week, I will write them up here. Josh's schedule, sometimes he works remotely, sometimes he drives to different places for his job. I can log, where is he located this day? He also meets up with the guys from church at a men's group on Wednesday night. So I can put on Wednesday, like men's group for Josh. Esther, her schedule, put that down. Food log, I love that this can combine my work stuff, my fitness stats, and my schedule and my family schedule all in one place. Very, very awesome. I absolutely plan on using this regularly. I will share what I can on social media, but I might share a lot about my life and do a lot of planning videos, but I am very hesitant to put out like super duper personal information out here. And obviously that's to protect my family. So I think this is going to be one of those planners that is my workhorse. This is one that is going to sit on our dining table because it's got a pretty big footprint, right? I mean, it's an 8.5 by 11, but this is like the ultimate place where even Josh can come over and look at this and go, okay, like what is going on today? Okay, you've got this appointment. That's what's going on with Esther. That's what we're having for dinner. I just think that he doesn't need to know my fitness stuff, and he probably doesn't care about my work stuff. But honestly, it'd be nice if Josh was aware of like work deadlines and stuff so that he could see how much I have on my plate so that he can step up a bit more around the house. So this is, to me, the ultimate planner. And I think they've hit the nail on the head calling it hold on, I have to go back and check. Let's go back. Hold on. It's the ultimate school planner. Certainly it can function like that, but I think this could be the ultimate family planner. Now, if you watched the last video where I went over layouts, I do want to circle back to show you a couple of the options that are similar to this, where you have that subject style. Now, I think this was this oh gosh, I'm not going to remember what it's called. Maybe it's up here at the front. The ME morning afternoon or morning evening layout. This one gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This gives you 6 subject areas. So if you like this size, but you don't need 9, you want 6, then this is going to be the ME layout for you. So it is a vertical planner, and it does have Monday through Sunday here. And we flip-flopped the margin on the right side over to the left side, okay? This layout also has the month at a glance in the upper corner. So I did want to show you the difference and why this is an 8.5 by 11. This to me is the ultimate catch-all. Now, if you maybe are married but you don't have kids, this could be a better layout for you unless you have a lot of different activities. Maybe you have a gym, you have a class that you go to at the gym, or maybe you have a full-time job, but then you sell stuff on Etsy. And maybe you have a pet that has a schedule, like maybe you've got a dog walker or whatever. Like you might be able to come up with 10 or 9 different options, but if not, the ME layout, vertical layout could be an option, as can the, where's the other one? Well, maybe it was just that one. There's another school layout. Actually, we'll go back here. Was it this one? Yeah, this one also has the stacked Saturday, Sunday, but a little bit more space, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different sections. So we've seen a couple different iterations of this, but for me and my lifestyle and the amount of activities going on, you know, I never felt like I had that much to write in my planner, but I have more to write in my planner now, having left my career, than I did in my career. Like I need more information logged, and I need more space. So that is the ultimate school planner. And let's just flip through, because I did want to show you what happens at the end of the month. Okay. Now, at the end of the month, you have lines, a lined page, and you have graph grid. And, oh wait, you know what? I forgot about this. The month ends with a lined piece, okay? And then it jumps to the next divider tab. I did an add-on, okay? I did 2 add-ons. I added, you hear the thunder out there? I added graph paper, a set of 10 pages of graph paper, and I asked for it to be dispersed within my monthlies. So I have 1 page of graph grid at the back of every month. And then I also did an add-in of the to-do list, 10 pages dispersed. So this is a 10-month planner. You can choose a 12-month planner, but I wanted a smaller coil. So I went with 10 months instead of 12 months. And that will limit the amount of add-ons that you can add. But I knew for sure that I wanted a graph page every month, and I wanted the to-do list every month. If you wanted them stacked, you can have them added to the back of your planner, and you'd have a divider tab for them, but I wanted them inside my monthlies. Okay, so let's go to the back here. Actually, maybe August is a good example, so I can explain what I was talking about with the shaded color. No, I can't. Let's go to this one. Yes. Okay, so the week of September 29th through October 5th. Now you can see here that we have shaded Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because this is in a different month, okay? We are in the September tab. We have all of September in the September tab, and then we can see the rest of the week. Now, this is unique to Plum Paper. I have not seen this in other planners. When you jump to October, you have the same week replicated with September 29 and 30 shaded, right? Because it's from the past month. And then we have October in full color, Wednesday through Sunday. So you get the same weeks duplicated, or the same week duplicated in the correct divider tab. To me, this is clutch. Some people might be like, I don't need the same week twice. I know I do. I'll take more space like in a heartbeat. And for it to be appropriately located behind the divider tab, that makes sense. That way, like, I will need to write everything. Well, I don't have to write everything twice if I don't want to. I can just jump over, but I will probably write everything twice. So I have a complete last week of September and a complete first full week of October. So anytime that the week is split between months, that week is replicated in both divider tabs. To me, that is such a courtesy to the mega planners out there. So big fan of that. So January, February, we're gonna jump through. I don't think we have anything else. I did add, now I think the pocket, I think I said the pocket was an add-on. I actually don't think it's an add-on. The pocket might be included. It's the clear pocket that I think is an add-on. Now, at the end of your planner, you're going to get one dot grid sheet. Where's that two? Two dot grid sheets. You're going to get a contacts page, double-sided. You're going to get a passwords page and a blank page on the back of that. Now, I don't put passwords in my planners, but I could very easily label these, and you've got a nice 3-column lined page here. Then we have our pocket in the back. Again, I believe this comes with every planner by default. And then I did the add-on of the clear pocket folder for extra sheets, stickers. If I want to do printouts or something like that, I can do it. If you have not tried Plum Paper before, their paper is so good. It is a really nice paperweight. I will see if I can get the paperweight and put it down in the description box, but it is a nice paperweight. It is not too toothy. It is not too slippery. And it is white. It is a white paper. It is not an ivory paper or a cream paper. It's a white paper. I wouldn't say it's a bright white, like it's not going to blind you, but it is a beautiful white paper. And that is the ultimate planner in the 8.5 by 11 with the minimal style and with the customization here saying Our Joyful Sojourn, because I knew this was going to be good as a family planner. So I wanted this to be about our life, and I absolutely love it. This layout is releasing as part of the back to school sale. So back to school is coming in full force with new icons for the customized stickers, with this new layout that you can fully customize, and of course 25% off site-wide plus Joyful 15 for an additional 15%. Now, I always have a discount code with Plum Paper, and it's Joyful 10. Joyful 10 is 10% off of your purchase. So if you are watching this outside of the sunset sale window, use Joyful 10 for 10% off. But if you are shopping between July 14th and July 20th, 2025, change that 10 to a 15, do Joyful 15, and it'll save you 15%. I keep saying that because I just know somebody is going to check out and be like, dang it, like I forgot the discount code. Please use the discount code, guys. Okay, I think that's it. We've got our freebie over $50, save the date card, I think we're gonna not clutter the desk anymore. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I will do my best to answer them. This video is going live on Monday, July 14th, which is the first day of the sale. You are watching this while I am in Seattle for a wedding. So I will probably not be able to respond to comments until I get back to Austin. So if there's a delay in a reply, I'm very sorry, but I will try to get back to you when I'm back from my family trip. Come hang out with me over on Instagram. My handle is The Joyful Sojourn. And if you want to hang out with me again and look at more fun products and plan with me's and just share life together, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel. Until next time, friends, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today. Please check out Plum Paper. They are a wonderful US-based company. Everything is made to order, and now is a really great time to try them if you've been eyeing them with 40% off. Even if you're like, oh, I don't know, just go to the Plum Paper website today, check it out. The link to Plum Paper is down in the description box. Thank you for shopping with my affiliate link, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.